After 8 years living abroad and 7 months traveling, I finally made it back home to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. While to most people it's just Cristo Redentor, Pão de Açúcar and Carnaval, to me, it was my home, the place I grew up in. I'm Carolina Risotto, and this is DNA, Discovering New Ancestry, a project where I travel to all the countries I have DNA from. As I reconnect with my Brazilian roots, I'll be showing you the real essence of Rio de Janeiro through the eyes of a carioca that's rediscovering her hometown. Will I fall back in love with Rio like so many tourists do? Is there anything deeper than the connection you feel to the place you grew up in?
We are here at Praia de Ipanema, one of the most iconic beaches in the world and like my second home. But the beach here in Rio de Janeiro, it's something special, okay? Because once you arrive at the beach, they will do everything they can so you never have to leave the beach. We have the famous vendedores ambulantes. They walk around the beach selling all kinds of things. But there's one special thing that if you come to Rio de Janeiro, you have to try.
Mate limão! Ô mate! Desde que eu nasci, eu já conheci um pouquinho do mate, a história do mate. Me apeguei a isso, me envolvendo nesse negócio do mate.
Você viu que eu tenho uma canga aqui do mate também?
Então não precisa nem pagar, vou te dar mate.
Eu pago com muito prazer. Você acha que eu ainda tenho cara de carioca?
Tem, sempre tem. Não
Sempre
tira,
tem.
eu não tiro isso da pessoa. Nasceu carioca, é sempre carioca.
Sensacional. Valeu, boa praia. The holy trinity of Rio de Janeiro. The beach, biscoito globo, and mate com limão. Cara, I miss this so much. This is like part of my religion. It just tastes so good. The biscoito globo itself, it looks like this. It's pretty plain. It's made of polvilho. I kind of like that it's plain because it sort of tastes like sand. It's not supposed to make sense, okay? It just tastes good. And it is so crunchy. I'm in heaven.
Ipanema has a special layout because on one side you have the beach and then on the other you have the lagoon. Both free, accessible attractions which allow you to become a part of the city's postcard.
A cultura da praia faz parte da essência da cidade. E aqui eu sinto que as pessoas elas trabalham para viver e não vivem para trabalhar.
Não desperdiçam um domingo de sol, mesmo que tenham que pegar quase que 1 hora às vezes de transporte para chegar até aqui. Pessoas de todos os lugares do Rio que se encontram aqui.
Diferenças sociais e de corpos também, você vê todos os tipos de corpos. É muito plural em todos os sentidos da palavra plural, eu acho.
Here in Rio de Janeiro, we don't use towels at the beach. Like we lay on cangas. They're like a really thin material and they also wrap very beautifully around your body. Tie it up, something like this. I'm not gonna do the full thing, guys. It's just like a great way to get out of the beach as well. Multi-use, less clothes, even better.
As amazing as Rio is, growing up there is complex. You're surrounded by stunning views and warm people, but the city is also ruled by crime, with constant robberies everywhere, even in the nicest of neighborhoods. Just in 2024, about 39,000 phones were stolen in Rio de Janeiro. So if you're using your phone on the street and somebody robs you, people will say, "Mas também você tava pedindo, né?" Unfortunately, this feeling of danger is something many Brazilians experience across the country. And in places like Rio de Janeiro, being street smart has become a part of the culture. But there's one place in Rio de Janeiro called Beco do Rato, where people from all parts of Brazil in all social classes meet up to celebrate one of the country's greatest treasures, Samba.
It's so nice to see people like smiling and enjoying themselves. Brazilian culture at its core.
Samba is a vibrant and energetic music and dance style that originated in the Afro-Brazilian communities in Rio de Janeiro. The songs always have an uplifting energy, and that's something really characteristic of Brazilian music. Even when they're singing about pain or loss, it's probably still gonna have a beat that you can dance to.
A gente toca aqui desde os 20 anos atrás do Beco do Rato, onde realmente era um depósito de coisa de lixo. E o Beco era uma loja pequena e hoje é esse império todo aí, né? O samba dialoga com a cidade em todos os aspectos, no morro, no asfalto, na praia, na Lapa, no centro, nas periferias. Ele une as pessoas e ele traz os turistas.
O samba representa a grande população que veio para esse país, para construir esse país, que é a população negra, e que passa também pelas mãos brancas, e que é essa mistura. O samba agrega, o samba é resistência, agrega as mulheres que antigamente ficavam na cozinha, hoje estão linha de frente de samba também.
Vocês sabem sambar?
Se a gente sabe sambar?
É.
Lógico!
Quero ver, mostra aí.
Ah, meu Deus! Sem música! Não tem música!
Quem sabe faz ao vivo. To be here at like 1 a.m. in Lapa at this crazy bar, listening to Brazilian music, it's like, I don't even care if I don't know all the lyrics, because I don't. You know, when you spend time away from your country, you're gonna lose touch with some things, and that's absolutely normal. But for me, I feel like the longer I stay abroad, the more I relate to my own culture and my own roots.
Growing up in Rio, we're always talking about the city's challenges, let it be the lack of safety or the lack of work opportunities. I left Brazil in 2014 because I didn't want to start my career knowing how far I could go. But living abroad also means having to adapt to someone else's culture. And I didn't know how much of myself I was changing to be in these different environments. So as I relearned how to be a local in Rio, I knew it was time to dive into one of the country's biggest passions, football. One weekend, my team, Botafogo, was playing against Flamengo, which are two of the biggest teams in Rio.
Essa aqui é a área mista, que é uma área mais segura pra gente vir em grupo e tal. Mas o bom é que a gente tá perto do torcedor do Flamengo, então vai ser um show hoje.
Mas aqui você pode ser qualquer time, os dois unidos, tem menos briga aqui, né?
Exato, aqui é familiar.
Even though I'm probably not gonna know most of the players, I'm gonna cheer my team on like a maniac because that's just what we do.
This game was tough because we were at Maracanã, which is Flamengo's stadium. So I was surrounded by Flamenguistas, even my so-called friends. It was a competitive and dramatic game. Both teams had a really strong defense, and we really thought it was gonna end in a tie with no goals at all. But in the last minute, Flamengo scored. And for some reason, that is the only video file that got corrupted on my memory card. So I guess my camera is also a Botafoguense. I did go to another game though at Engenhão, which is Botafogo's stadium. The celebration before and after the game was so fun to be a part of. It's also such a stress reliever to go to a stadium and just scream your heart out. It's really nice to have a safe place to do that.
That energy that you guys saw, that's Brazil. I think the longest I saw them not sing for was maybe 30 seconds, I swear to God. Which is why when the World Cup happens, it really brings the country together. I am watching every game, I am changing my schedule to watch the game, and when Brazil loses, I cry. I love how emotional and passionate people here are. Brazil is healing me exactly how I thought it would.
At this point in the trip, I was finally feeling my Brazilian essence coming back to life. I had been repressing it for so many years while living abroad, and I didn't even know. So I knew it was time for my final rite of passage to feeling like a carioca again. The biggest street party in the world, Carnaval.
It is almost 7 a.m., so I woke up at 6, and I am going as a rainbow. Do you guys remember that meme from YouTube, the double rainbow guy?
Wow!
Been obsessed with them ever since.
My first stop was the Bloco Céu da Terra, and it was so packed. But I was immediately mesmerized by the energy and everything happening around me.
Things are going well. I already have started drinking, even though it's 9 a.m. Comes here has a bottle of wine, and I'll show you guys around. Ai, desculpa!
Some blocos stand still, but this one, it moves. So people are like all packed together, walking, dancing, and singing all at the same time.
I think people are not very drunk for now, but it will be better in better.
They also have these drink carts everywhere, and people are buying alcohol on the go. Everything is incredibly chaotic, but what's so amazing is that everybody's on board with it.
I'm coming back tomorrow. That's all I can say.
Today is day 2, and this is my costume. I am going as a fadinha do crime. Hands up. Carnaval makes you not take yourself too seriously.
Me diga, Jean, você é Carnaval baby?
Sou fruto de carnaval, cara. Pra mim é o melhor feriado do ano, assim. É uma data que a gente pode ser a gente mesmo. O carioca, ele é livre. Isso traz a energia do carnaval e faz ele ser mais incrível do que é.
On our final day, we went to a bloco called Boi Tolo. It goes all day long and it's about 10 kilometers walking.
I think Carnaval is the greatest chaos I have ever found myself in the middle of.
Bloquinho, Boi Tolo, melhor do Rio.
What's amazing about this bloco is that you get to do tourism in Rio de Janeiro without leaving the party. But at one point, the crowd was getting even more packed and we were even stopping traffic. That could only mean one thing. We were about to reach the tunnel.
It's absolutely insane.
It's insane.
Never in my life felt the energy that I felt in that tunnel. At that moment, I couldn't be more proud of being a carioca. You can be the richest country in the world and have all the resources available to you and still not know how to live. Brazilians know how to live. And cariocas take it to another level. During this trip, as I sought to understand this inner transformation that I was going through, I went for a walk in the first neighborhood I ever called home, hoping to make a little bit more sense of the life and identity that I left behind.
This is actually where I grew up, Bairro do Flamengo. We are right now at the Aterro, which is in front of the Praia do Flamengo. One of my favorite parts are these amazing trees, kind of like on the floor. When I was a kid, me and my siblings, we used to climb them everywhere, up and down. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this now, but this is actually really fun and bouncy.
This is a lot heavier than it looks.
Oh my God, look at this picture of me with a little headband, with a rainbow on it. It looks like my costume, my Carnaval costume. Are we going full circle here? Look at this picture of my dad. I feel like I give off this same energy today. Is that me? That is me being weird. Oh, that's a cool jacket, a little Dalmatian jacket. Look at me. I just never really know what I'm in the mood for. I don't really know why this got to me. It's just a picture of my brother's nursery. And right next to it, it says, "Tudo pronto pro nosso príncipezinho." That's so cute. So much love involved, you know? I wish we all had more time together.
I would have never guessed that I would start crying by looking at a picture of my brother's nursery. But I think it just reminded me how much time has passed and how much my life has changed. When I moved to New York City in December 2014, every day it felt like a dream was coming true. But what I didn't realize back then is that I was leaving another huge dream behind, which is to live close to my family. A dream I never even knew I had because it had always been a part of my reality. While my ancestors moved from different parts of Brazil to Rio de Janeiro, looking for better work opportunities and quality of life, in the last 15 years, most of my family has left Brazil seeking those exact same things. Life will never again be what it once was. All of us living in the same city, spending the holidays together and growing up together. I really love and miss my family, but above all, I miss who I was when I lived in Rio. In Rio, I don't have to change who I am. I can be my warm, talkative, and touchy self, and people welcome it, because that's just the norm here. It's not about how long you know someone, it's about sharing a meaningful moment. Traveling the world might and should change you, but who you are stays in your bones, even deeper than DNA. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up. This is where I feel like I can breathe again. So even though there's no such thing as carioca blood, to be carioca is simply my human nature. I can't believe we're reaching the final chapters of my DNA travel journey. I started filming this project 2 years ago and it was entirely self-funded. The next episode will be a conclusion about the entire series and everything I've learned so far, but I do have DNA from Angola and Nigeria and I really want to make that happen. If you'd like to support my content so I can make more videos, you have a few options. You can share this video with friends or family. You can join my exclusive membership club for a small fee where you get access to deleted scenes from all the episodes. Or you can make a larger donation for my projects. All the information here is in the description of the video. I'm Carolina Risotto, and remember, when you transform yourself, you transform the world. Ou como diria um carioca, tamo junto.